battle of the late breakers, and Elite Risk gets it.
Not late break, Money Warrior's not going to give us up without a good fight.
Oh dear me. Oh, and look at that! Pegdoniac and Charlie going at it, and Bill. Side by side to the last corner, who's going to get the better traction, race on the better line. It's going to be a drag race to the finishing line. Good evening everyone and welcome back to 7th Gear Racing. It's the start of race week 6 as we arrive in Qatar and the Lusail International Circuit for the first time. Last week's results saw Zach take the victory after penalties with Ogween and Benster second and third respectively. After that it leaves Benster with an 8-point gap at the top over Ogween. Qatar then. Unusual, only one DRS zone, 16 corners. There should be about 29 laps tonight. And as I previously mentioned, we have not been here tonight. So we are entering the unknown. So yeah, no action zones, no fastest laps, no previous winners. It's all about tonight. History is about to be made. First pole setter, first race winner. And yeah, I mean, I will be honest, I don't really know the circuit that well. So I know that obviously the first corner is number 1 and the last corner is number 16. So we'll have to see as we go along. We'll venture into this together. I have no idea what a good lap time will be. I guess we'll find out. I mean, obviously with a new track as well, who knows what the race order could be. If people haven't been putting as much practice in as some others, we could see a bit of a shake-up. Lots of tight corners. Looks like there's lots of room to lose plenty of time. To see what tyre wear's like as well. As I said, I venture into the unknown. Looks like it will be Aurelian, who will be setting the first ever fast lap around here, 7GR. We'll ride on board with him as we experience it. Hopefully it's a decent lap. So, here we are, coming up to turn 16. Open goes the DRS flap for the first and only time. A lot of curb riding, nice and flat. I mean, from a perspective, this looks like a pretty decent lap, to be honest. Hitting the apexes, lots of nice curb. Cool. Nice and flat out. Almost out of shape for that corner, wasn't it? I mean, I would say that's not really anything opportunity there, is it? Still flat out. Oh my goodness, look at that. Still flat out. Oh, he's gone wide. Oh, what a shame. Oh, that was looking so good for Rulian, but he got a little bit greedy there, didn't he? So it will then fall to Icy to set the first fastest lap. There we go, so 1:22.1. Mercedes behind him. Is that Turner or Simba? They're on outlap, so they're about to start. Let's see who else is going to set a lap. Punny does a 21.4. What was that? Was that Williams? McDermott. What kind of lap is he going to do? He is invalidated, so he won't be setting a good lap. Was that the Alpine of Medal? Is he about to do a fast one? Will he go take professional pole? It looks a little bit quicker. He does by 4/10. Decent lap. Alvatara next. Will that be Zach or will it be Lenny? It's Lenny. He's about to start a lap. Nope, he doesn't. He's a 1:24.5 as Ogween is a 22.3. So Ogween's obviously made a mistake somewhere along the line. Mr. Worldwide racing again for McLaren. Puts himself P3. What about Elite Risk? He's invalidated, so he won't be going anywhere soon. What about Benster then, our championship leader? He's just started the lap. Let's see what it looks like in the eyes of a championship leader. Yeah, despite all these corners, he's due to the fast nature of these corners, there's not a lot of opportunities to overtake. I'm sure the boys here will prove me wrong. Flat out. Flat out. Is it another flat out? A small lift. Gear down, stays in the white lines on like his teammate. Look at that, battery's almost depleted. Nice clean exit. Looks like a decent lap for Benster, and he sets a 1:21.1. So he goes P2 behind Medal. So a decent lap then for Medal with a 21.0. Just looks like Baby Boy has started his lap. Everyone else is sitting on a lap. Simba's gone 6. Zach's P7 at the moment. I guess we'll stay with Baby Boy then. As the Ferrari moves out the way. Wait, one extreme to the other. Is he going fast? I think he is, yeah. Can't really tell from these angles sometimes. It looks slower than it should be. No, it's not going fast, is he? He's let off, so he's not going fast. Aurelian is out for a second run. See if he can make up and actually set a lap this time. Everyone's so close to the edge, aren't they? Oh, a little bit of a wiggle there from Aurelian. This is where he invalidated last time. Oh, we can see he lit off a bit there, didn't he? Probably lit off the throttle a bit more than he wanted to, just to stay in the white lines. What kind of lap time can he set? Can he get anywhere near his teammate in P2? It's looking pretty good, to be fair. It's a 1:21.6, puts him in P8. So, look at that once again. Top 9 separated by 7 temps at the moment. Anyone else on a fast lap? Possibly just Krigmit. Allegedly gone purple sector 1. Oh, that looks quite close to being a validation, didn't it? These primary screens are forgiven this time. Flat out again, yeah. How about this one? See the difference, like Benson was like literally there was a little flick of the throttle, wasn't it? That was kind of a big lift, so that will gain him. I mean, that loses a couple of tenths right there, just from lifting off the throttle, and he crossed the line, and it's a decent lap of 1:21.3, puts him in P4. 21.3, I should say. Very good lap from Krigmit. I think we saw a medal on that lap. Everyone else saw on a fast one. Panit has just started. Mr. Worldwide, I think, is on one. Oh, Lenny's in the wall. Let's stay on board with Ogwin then. On the medium tyres. Not too sure why he's done that. He's invalidated. Maybe he's just done a little jolly. So I think it was Mr. Worldwide first, wasn't it? And then it was Punny and Medal. So yeah, we'll stay with Mr. Worldwide. He looks to complete his second lap. Track getting really busy now. Drivers. Elite Risk looks like he's on an out lap. Or was he invalidated? He's invalidated, so that's an early invalidation for Elite Risk. That's not good. With over half the session gone. His teammate, no. Looking to improve on his 1:21.7. He improves to a 1:21.3, up to P5. So decent lap there from Mr. Worldwide. Simba's invalidated. Zach is still going. McDermott finds himself in P3 at the moment. He's just starting out. Turner, who came back with a bang last week, took pole position. Almost took the victory, but a lot of shenanigans. Haven't seen Blonde tonight either. We join him as he comes around the final corner. He's got a nice little toe as well, actually. Will that help him near the front? Could be a good lap, this. P2. 1:21.1, just ahead of Benster. Very good lap there for Blonde. Turner's invalidated. Baby Boy's still going. Elite Risk has invalidated again. Will this lap now go green? He does, so hopefully Medal goes quicker. 20.8. Medal looking quick here tonight. I mentioned about the grid potentially being mixed up depending on how much practice everyone got. And yeah, Medal on top at the moment. No surprise seeing Ben's up there, but look, Ogween way down in P13. Hasn't set a decent lap here, has he? Purple Sector 1 allegedly for Elite Risk. Oh, look at that, lovely cornering. Can he stay in the white lines? He does. Brings it slowly over left. Nice flat out corner here. It doesn't look flat out until you approach it. Another flat out. A little lift here. No! Completely flat out. Well then. That's new around there. Oh, look at that. He's actually ragging it through these corners. This could well be an exceptional lap here for Elite Risk. Wow. Absolute bravery. On the limit. And will he get into the 120s with Medal? He doesn't. He goes P3. 1:21.103. So, 3 tips of provisional pole, but I'll tell you what, that looked absolutely mesmerising going through in those corners flat out. It will obviously be, McDermott's improved to go P2. I missed that. What about Benster? He is about a 10th up as he enters the final corner. Has he made any more time up in Sector 3? He does, and he goes P2, the second person, into the 120s. A very good lap there. What about Turner then? How much has he been sweating this week? He goes P5. And Simba gets knocked down. Baby Boy's invalidated again. Lenning's it, bought it again. Icy's looking pretty good. He's half a second up. Well, he hasn't gone through the first sector yet, so I'm not too sure how he's half a second up. Puneet. Just thank you to Mercedes driver. He gets out of the way. We know Lucas is done. We know Turner's done. We know Aurelian on his third flying lap already. Is this? I think Aurelian must be on a in lap. Because he's P4. I don't think he was P4 before, was he? So I think that's an improvement for Aurelian. I think Icy will be in the next across the line. Followed closely by Puneet. So we'll stay with Icy. Oh, I missed the timing screen there, didn't I? Is he going to finish the lap? He did finish that, but it was a poor one. What about Puneet then? He goes quicker. He goes into P8. Decent lap there from the Alpine driver. Everyone is currently in the pits, are waiting to start their final lap. Was that McDermott coming out? Or Ogween maybe? It was Ogween. So Ogween looking to set his lap nice and early then. Under pressure, Ogween, currently down in P15. He's got to get a move on if he wants to take that pole position and get closer to Benster. Oh, hello. That's icy in the gravel. That's not where you want to be, sir. Looks like Zach. Is he on an actual lap? Because he looked like he went really wide there for a second. No, he's not on a lap. Puneet, we know, has just set a lap. So he's just gone round again. So he started another lap, is he? Has he gone in and out that quick? No, he's just starting another lap. And oh dear, Icy's... Did he get stuck in the gravel? And now he's been disqualified. Oh dear. In that case, then we will ride on... Oh no, the disqualified means he loses his qualifying time as well. So that automatically jumps up Ogween, Lenny and Baby Boy in position. Let's ride on board then. He's the championship hopeful. Sector 1 just coming up after this. Will it be purple? No. But he is 4 tenths up though. That's definitely a marked improvement. Nice and flat out there. Down to full gear here. Exit wide, slowly move over to the left. Over the curb. Flat out here in 7th gear. Nice curb, another flat out corner. And there we are. This is where Elias, yeah, there you go. Ogween not lifting again. Second driver we've seen not lifted. I mean, 6th gear, we've seen people going into 5th in that corner. But Ogween staying in 6th. This is looking like a very decent lap indeed. Oh, even that final corner, Jesus. This could well be provisional pole here for Ogween. Across the line. And it's P2 only. It looks like a fabulous lap, but medal must be absolutely flying. Jesus Christ. So we've now got 3 drivers in the 120s. 2 Williams in the top 4. I guess we go with Benster. Turner's had a retirement somewhere. He's retired there. That turn 4, I believe. So he won't be going any higher than 6th. McDermott's invalidated. Aurelian is a bit down. Medal has... Oh, that's what Medal's up to. Simba, he's done. That's not a good lap time for him, is it? Mr. Albay's invalidated. Krigmet's done. Punit's done. Elite Risk is done. So I guess it's just Benster. Can he improve? Can he get on the front row? He does! Oh my goodness me, a 120.6 out of nowhere. Benster pops it on pole position. An absolute pip of a lap. Puts him on the front. Blonde took P3. So that knocks Ogween down to P5. P6 now. As Xena goes P3. The tier 2 driver turning up tonight. Wow. That was some end to the qualifying, wasn't it? And that is a grid that's definitely got a mix to it as well. Going down in P6, Elite Risk P9. What kind of action are we going to see tonight? We know there's only one DRS zone as well. Are we going to see some kind of train? And there we go then. Here is your grid order for the Qatar Grand Prix. Benstup will start on pole with a fabulous lap of 120.6. Medal will be joining him on a front row. Great effort from him. On the second row, it will be Zeno and Blonde with Aurelian and Ogween on the third row. Then we've got McDermott, the second Williams, with Turner, the first Williams in P8, with Elite Risk and Zach on the fifth row of the grid. And in the bottom 10, we've got Punit, Crickmet, Baby Boy, Mr. Worldwide, Simba, Lenny, and Icy, who was unfortunately disqualified when his car got stuck in the gravel. And so while we wait, let's have a quick look at the standings, shall we? There you go, Alfa Romeo and Williams currently sitting joint top of the constructors. And we are going at 2100 exactly, so I shall be right back. Then the red light sequence has started, and it's lights out and away we go. Looks like a decent start for most drivers. Down to the first corner, not lots of toing and throwing. Looks like everyone is behaving so far. Not a tight first corner, so everyone doing all right. Benson's managed to keep his lead, as has Medal kept his P2. Zeno and Blonde vying for that P3. We've got a yellow flag. It's Zach in the AlphaTauris had a bit of an incident. Both AlphaTauris out at the back of the grid. Looks like they've got a bit of a mix of tyres as well, as Zeno continues to fall down the field. Not liking those hard tyres warm up, is he? But more yellow flags. We've got a Ferrari off in the background. It's Krigmit. He's not having the best time. Aurelian now having a bit of a slow time. These guys have got to be careful running the hard tyres for this first time. As Zeno... It's quite a nice camera, isn't it? And then we'll just see... There we go. Right, so it's really tight at the front, isn't it? Medal is glued to the back of Benson at the moment, isn't he? Looks like we're in for a decent race tonight. Look at that. Every driver in the top 14 is within a second. Only the tier 3 driver of Lenny. And as I say, that Elite Risk has gone for a spin. Was there contact, or did he do it all by himself? Either way, Elite Risk is down to the bottom. He is at the back of the grid. Got another yellow flag. Is that us, Lenny? Lenny's binned it coming out the final corner. And we have a virtual safety car. Oh, Lenny's practice went well, didn't it? And there is your strategies. A hard, medium. Or maybe a medium, medium hard. So, no use for the softs. According to the game's opinion. Let's have a quick look at positions. So, yeah, apart from the bottom 4... There's not a lot of movement, which is quite unusual. Obviously, Simba's up 6 places. Good start from him. Tyre-wise, everyone on the hards, apart from Turner, Punnett, Icy and Krigmit. So everyone going for them hard, medium strategy tonight. We'll keep an eye on that as the race goes on. So I'm guessing that everyone will start pitting around the lap 14, lap 15 mark, unless we get a full course safety car. Right now we do have the VSC, everyone having to adhere to the Delta time. But, looking forward to tonight. Because, as I've said plenty of times, we are into the unknown. So we can have a bit of a shake-up. Ben's obviously familiar with that first place as we go green flag racing then. We've got Blonde and Medal up there, Aurelian, we've got Ogween still there, and P5. The traction zone out the last corner isn't big either, so drivers who are usually faster may not be able to get a great traction. And obviously now we could have the DRS zone as Medal. Look at that. Medal looking up the inside of Benson for the lead here. Thinking better off it, but let's run a ball with Medal then, shall we? At the moment, he does seem a little bit faster than Benster. Let's see if he looks for any kind of overtaking opportunities. As there is no kind of heavy braking zones, is there? So are these cars literally going to be stuck behind each other until the DRS zone? So we could be in for a bit of a train. But it's not something we're really used to, really, is it? In 7GR, there's usually lots of overtakes. So this could be a different kind of race, almost like a Monaco-esque, but with no walls, as Simba on lap 3 is the first driver to suffer the track extension penalty. So is it still flat out here? It is still flat out, even on lap 3 old hards, as there you go, those ones, big lifts there. That's a dirty air also comes into play, and the gap that was 2 seconds is now 5 tenths, 4 tenths, 5 tenths going to the final corner. Right, let's see how much of a help DRS is. 5.5 tenths with the gap, tenths, 2 tenths, 3 tenths. Look at the overspeed. The DRS helps a plenty, and Medal is into the lead as Punnett sets the fastest lap of the race down there in P9. And this could get very tasty with drivers Oh, look at that lovely view. Look at that. We got a helicopter view. Yay. Sorry, I do get excited about the little things in life. So the question is now, can Benster hold on to the back of medal? We are going to have to see some different strategies here of undercuts and overcuts. If the only opportunity to overtake it will be that first corner, then drivers are going to have to think on their feet. Because look at that, the top 13 are all still within a second of each other. They're all in that DRS zone. Zach is the first driver out of it, having had his spin on the first track. He is joined by Krigmit. An elite risk down there in 16th, all by his lonesome. So, early prediction, guys, whoever's watching. Early prediction for winner. Could be anybody's right now. So, let's see if Benson can return the favour. Uses minimal battery coming out the final corner. And there you go. Look at the speed you get. Even though Medal set the fastest lap of the race, it is Benster who will go into the lead. And yeah, it's going to be one of those races, isn't it? As Icy is now fighting Mr. Worldwide. The McLarens, who had a good qualifying, now find themselves both outside the points. Zach is still. I mean, I think they're being suffered from the DRS train here. You've got to be careful. It's an elite risk. Because he's not in a DRS train, he is potentially going to lose lots of time. We are already on lap 5 here. At the Lasai International Circuit. Got another nice helicopter view. And I ruined it. I was hoping it might transfer, but nope. So they've actually got some nice camera angles here at Qatar. They've done their work, and Punit then moving. I think Punit moving up. I think it's more McDermott moving down as Punit now up into P8. He had a good start, Punit. He's up 3 places. He's using his battery. I guess this is where we go back to middle. Will he take the lead? He will into turn 1. There you go. Easy as you like. Anyone else going for a move? It looks like Turner is defending from Zeno. Will go on board with Punit just to watch these two go side by side. Oh, and there's contact. Oh, and they're in the wall. They're in the gravel. Oh, no. What a shame for Turner and for Zeno. They were side by side, and of course the kind of the contact physics from the game means that unfortunately that was never going to end well for either driver. So the first kind of side by side we get ends in misery, unfortunately. Zeno without a front wing is going to have to pit. That little incident did bring out the VSC, so the stewards can pick up all the debris they need. Okay then, we are green flag racing. Benser is back into the lead. Brilliant. Looking for any kind of mistake there. Looks like Ogwin has even caught out a little bit there. I think he'll be fine. But now it's Mr. Worldwide who's the first person outside the DRS. He's back in it though. In fact, Zach is now still the only driver, still the first driver outside. Looks like the gap's come down a little bit. the elite gap to elite risk is still widened. No, I don't think he's enjoying tonight, is he? Zeno in the pits for fresh medium tyres. Ben's still not using any of his battery, is he? I think he's already calculating in his head how many laps to go until we can make his move. Because really, if this kind of lap, this kind of circuit, I should say, sorry, you're probably not going to want to overtake until, you know, the final lap of the race. And that could be absolutely key here. And now for the first time, Benson finds himself 6 tenths ahead. 7 tenths coming through the final corner. And I think this could be the first time we see the lead not change hands. Unless Medal goes for a dive. He's definitely got the overspeed. He's definitely got the speed. Look at that. 7 tenths back. That is some power. But Benson's not giving up. But he thinks against it this particular time. This could go anywhere. Look at this. This is unheard of. Lap 8 and the top 10 are still all within DRS of each other. Apart from Simba. Nope, we're all good. Mr. Worldwide has fallen outside the marks again. Who was on the mediums? So Punny is the one on the mediums, as is Icy. So those two will be the first ones to pit. Let's find a boy with Benson and see how kind of influential the dirty air is, if at all. A track like this certainly certainly needs a second DRS zone, but I mean, you could put it nowhere. But you could only really put it here, really. But then that would only really give you more benefit into turn 1, and you don't really need that. We've already seen Medal overtake from 7 tenths behind, and Benson will easily dispose of Medal this time. Medal has used quite a lot of his battery as well to keep up, and will Blonde have a look at this time? No. A bit more brave, and Blonde might have got up into P2 there. Stanley Red Bull driver looking very decent tonight so far. Hasn't put a foot wrong. Turner sets the fastest lap of the race down there in P15. And Zeno returns the favour. Anything you can do, I can do better. That P14, Elite Risk has definitely got some kind of wrong setup on him, hasn't he? Because he is really struggling tonight. That time loss isn't all down to the DRS track, I can assure you. And you can tell this track was built for MotoGP, can't you? There's no way this track was built for F1. It's just full throttle majority of the time. Let's see, how close does Blonde get to the back of Benster? He's a second behind Benster going into the final corner. Obviously he'll get DRS, and is this Medal not going for the move? No, there you go, Medal not close enough this particular time, as Ogween then makes a move up into P4. We've got the first breakage. Baby Boy is outside the DRS zone. He is in P7. He's the first person there to drop out of the zone. Both Aston Martins then responsible for the DRS breakers. Punning's up there. How long? We know Punning's on the medium tyres. How long can he keep up with that top 5 as Zeno once again? So that's the fastest lap. Those two will be on the back of Elite Risk very soon. Oh, hello. Is that Punning making a mistake? I think it was. And now Punning finds himself outside the DRS zone. Is he? What's happening here? Is he letting Aurelian go? Bit of an odd thing. Did he get an illegal overtake? Certainly would have got a track extension warning for that. Oh, well, yeah, moving to this last corner. He does, doesn't he? Look, he has a look. He's got to be careful they don't bang wheels. It's Punny who will get the DRS. And hello, Baby Boylan is going to make a move as well. Arulian is going to lose 3 positions down 1 straight here. And we're going to potentially see... Oh, they all make it through just about. Oh, squeaky bum time. 4 drivers there. Arulian misses out big time. Because of that DRS train. He went from P5 all the way down to P8. Not too sure if that was Panik's master plan, but he now finds himself 2 seconds off that lead pack. It's taken 10 and a bit laps, but we have the breakaway pack at the front, which is Medal, Benster, Blonde, and Ogween. 4 different constructors in the top 4 as Panik gets his track extension penalty. Elite Risk now still struggling down there, and now he has a time extension penalty. Alright. Let's watch another retake, shall we? This is good. So Blonde is in the range to overtake, but I guess it depends. He's not using much battery, is he? If he uses more battery, he might actually be able to overtake Blonde as well. As McDermott has got past Punit into P5. Zach, oh hang on, Zach and Krigmit having a bit of a ding dong. Mr. Worldwide trying to join in. Zach, of course, last week's winner, now finding himself outside the points. Racing with Krigmit, Mr. Worldwide. Not where I want to be, but of course he did have that lap 1 incident. And his medal started to struggle a bit here because he's fallen 6/10 behind Benser, and he's almost falling into the clutches of Blonde here. You see about that sector, he's already 8 tenths down this lap. So tyres are beginning to wear a tad, aren't they? Even the hard tyres don't look like they're lasting very long. To the final corner we go then. Blonde once again not using any of his DRS, just content just to sit behind Medal. Medal's definitely too far behind to have a look this time. He has a look there, doesn't he? This is where he potentially compromises his racing line. But, no, not tonight. Right, let's walk down the field, shall we? Because it looks like Zach, Crickmit, and Mr. Worldwide are still battling each other here for the wooden spoon, P11. Looks like Punny has settled in behind McDermott. He didn't make a move last lap, did he? Krigmit, the leader of this trio. Oh, as both drivers seem to get out of shape there. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 drivers out of the 16 that are still in this race have got a time penalty now. And this, I guess, is where Zach will climb up and use DRS. Let's see how quick he approaches from the rear of the car. Not too fast, to be honest, this particular lap. And he's not close enough to have a look this particular lap. But yeah, as I did say, Punit may have settled for P6 behind McDermott, but not yet, as he finds himself back up into P5. Spencer back in the lead, of course. McDermott, that's right, Ogween sitting patiently. Will he be the first? We're at 14 now, so the pit stop window is open. Will we start to see any kind of undercuts from drivers? Or will they just play and wait for the other person to go first? Who is going to blink first? I mean, the thing is, because the field is so closely together, you know, if Spencer were to pit now, he would generally come out in P13. Because look at that. Mr. Worldwide is only 12 seconds behind the leader with lap 14, and Mr. Worldwide is only 12 seconds behind the leader. That is not something you see very often, is it? As looks like the Meadow does retake the lead. Punny then managed to hold off McDermott this particular lap. Simba outside the DRS zone now. Looks like he's struggling. Both Mercedes having a night to forget so far. As it's Baby Boy in the pits first then. Can he get... He'll be looking for an undercut, won't he? Can he get out ahead of Zeno? Who does. It's pretty vital considering that Zeno's tyres will be a little bit older now. Yeah, he's been on those... Oh, hello. He's been on those tyres 8 laps now. So we're over halfway. Meadow's still up there in the lead, swapping positions every lap with Benster. Gap to Punit is 2.8 now. Simba just flirting with that DRS, isn't he? Oh, hello, we've got pitters in. So Meadow and Blonde in the pits. We've got the undercuts. The 2 undercutters now. Oh, hello. Ooh. Well, I was about to say they look very close. And I'll tell you what, due to the nature of the pit lane here, Blonde could actually come out first. Well, the game lags Metal in front. But now, will this be the lap? Will Benster use a bit more battery to make sure the overcut works? It's like we've seen more in last year's game and this year's game now, where the undercut is often more powerful, especially with the first lap, with the warm-up of the tyres. And as I said, look at that. Blonde down in P11. P10 and P11 for Metal and Blonde. They did come out. Obviously, there's a few stoppers. Now, will Benster go another lap, or will he decide enough is enough, and will he come in by those mediums? As Simba, another victim of the track extensions. And the tyres look like they've still got lots of grip, because they're still pretty much going flat out, aren't they? Ogween still right on the back, waiting to pounce, and there you go. Oh no, Ogween stays out. He was threatening, wasn't he? And I think Oddwing can probably think here that he thinks he can go faster. He's going to drain that battery. He's got DRS. This could be absolutely vital for Ogween. This could be vital for the lead of the race. Where does Benster come out? He's in the pits. Where is he? Where is Meadow? Meadow is just not even coming around the final corner yet. He's been stuck behind Elite Risk. We've seen how slow Elite Risk is tonight. Handed the controls to his cap tonight. And I think we could see Benster possibly rejoin. There you go. There they are. It's going to be tight into turn 1 here. Blonde has got Meadow, and Benster does come out in the, well, net lead of the Grand Prix. I think Benster will have to buy Elite Risk Cat a drink there, because he's definitely held them up. Without that little hold up, there's a good chance Benster would not be in the net lead right now. But now it's up to Ogween. How much battery? Yeah, look at Ogween still using a bit of battery. He's determined to come out in the lead. But now, obviously, Meadow and Blonde have had a lap on their medium tyres to warm them up. They're all over the back of Benson. This could be the thing that saves them, really. That saves Ogwin, I should say. Benson trying to get his mediums up to temperature. Oh, look at that. They've got so much grip, those mediums, straight away. Now, Ogwin is in the pits. Where is he going to come out? He's out of his box. Is he going to lead into turn 1? No. He misses out. So it's now Blonde who takes the lead of the Grand Prix. Blonde, who was sitting there in P3, minding his own business, just waiting for any kind of mistake from Benson and Meadow, now finds himself in the lead of the Grand Prix. And he will be absolutely loving that. Ogwin, that lap that he did, no use. He's come out of the DRS zone as well. So those three ahead must have had absolutely storming out laps. Was that one lap too many for the hards, maybe? Which is not something I'm used to saying. And now we'll just see what kind of speed Ogwin has got. Can he get himself back inside the DRS zone? Yep, and there he is. He has already. Elite Risk now finds himself up at the P6. Having not pitted yet, and just look at the traction the guys have got over him. I think Elite Risk just saying, you go. I think Elite Risk possibly acknowledges that he might not quite have the speed tonight, as Punny looks for a move at the inside. Oh, and there's been contact. That's what happens when you try to overtake or make moves when isn't really on. And we've got a safety car, as Turner, I think, was the victim, the main victim of that Elite Risk and Punny contact. And the safety car is almost at the wrong time for the leaders, really, because they've all now, at least for Ogwin now, at least he can now get his battery back up to full. Everyone can fill their tanks up of fuel as we have our second retirement of the night. New nose for Punit. New nose for Elite Risk. So how many laps will the safety car be out for? Will anyone have a gamble and going for softs? We'll have a quick look. Oh, there you go, look. So Icy is already on the softs. Crickmet's on the softs. Punny and Zeno have gone for softs. Elite Risk is, his night goes from bad to worse as he speeds coming out the pits. Although, this car didn't look like it was in the pits. Am I making things up there? What's happening here? Cars are suddenly appearing in front of the safety car. Am I going mental? I think I'm going mental, boys and girls. So a recap of the order as we start lap 20. Benster has his lead. He got the lead just before the safety car came out. He retakes it. Blonde now finds himself in P2. We've got more people going into the pits. Perhaps for... yeah, there you go. Look. Simba, softs. Or Mr. Worldwide. Will he put softs on? Not too sure. No, fresh mediums. Benson finds himself. So, let's recap then before I got interrupted myself. Benster in the lead. Blonde in P2. Medal is P3. Ogwin still P4 after that. Baby Boy, he'll be through with that, up in P5. A great win for Aston Martin so far. McDermott down in P6. Arunian in P7. Icy is in P8. Zach is in P9. Cricket the last position. Yeah, I saw Seth got a turn 4. It was just cars just seemed to be kind of leapfrogging in front of him. So hang on, I'm just trying to get rid of this phone call. So this is really going to bug me. Alright, that should hopefully keep that person at bay. Stop trying to video call me. Alright, so I see 4 lap softs. Can they go to the end from here? Oh yeah, look at that. Statman Jake in the comments. Elite Risk is in danger of losing his 33 race streak in the top 10. And he has been way off the pace tonight, hasn't he? So don't be surprised to see that particular streak broken. Right, safety car is in then. We will have 8 laps of racing. Surprised to see a safety car tonight, given the nature of the corners and how wide the runoff is. And obviously, I wonder how long... Well, let's say when will Benson go, because it's a long straight. He's gone quite early here. Potentially catching Blonde. I don't know if he's napping, but he's certainly... not up his backside, is he? If anything, it's going to be Ogween, who looks to make a move. Will he move into turn 1? He does. He brakes later. Can Meadow and him get through together? It looks like they have so far. And Ogween up at the P3. Meadow had the inside line, but he yields, and Ogween finds himself on the podium now, which is vital if he doesn't want to lose significant points. As we've got another yellow flag, it's Punit, who's... Knight has started well and now is just falling off a cliff, really. Craig met the first driver then to fall outside the... No, it just about. All drivers doing alright at the moment, apart from Punny, who had that little incident. Oh, I thought we were going to get that nice camera, but we didn't. As the engine glitch comes on. Things we love to hear. So then, who is the favourite so far then? Surely now we're back to racing. Ogween off track. Is Ogween going to have a look at Blonde? He's used a lot of battery, and look at that. He's going to be side by side. He's going very fast. Will he make a move on Blonde? He doesn't. He thinks against it. No, he does. He pulls out at the last second. What a... Almost a bait and switch there from Ogween. And Ogween's going to have to go around the end long way here. As Blonde now finds himself down in P3. Oh, will they touch wheels? Ogween's tactics are working well here. And he's gone from P4 to P2 in a couple of laps here. And Benson will not like the look of that Williams behind him. And that is the benefit of, I guess, deploying the battery with no DRS enabled. Ogween has taken advantage of the DRS train not being active. And had a bit of reshuffle now. Blonde is back in his P3. Meadow is P4. Ogween P2. McDermott still just about hanging on. Baby Boy, who was 5th, is now down in P8. Elite Risk down in P15 now. He's had another incident. As and Meadow now. And Ogween, they've both got track extension penalties. So that'll be music to Spencer's ears. Joy to his eyes. I'm not too sure what the I version is, but DRS has now been enabled, and they will get enabled DRS the next time we come down this straight. It's Elite Risk is what a way to end a point streak. He is really not having a good time tonight, is he? He is going to stay on. He is going to crack on though. Bless him. Now, the question is, will these softs go to the end? Someone like Krigman, his have already done 6 laps. Yes, they did a few behind the safety car, but the fact that no one started on them indicates to me that they're not going to be very good around here. They weren't even in the predictions, were they? The game said medium, hards. So when the game recommends medium, hards, that says to me that they're not a very good race tyre. As Punit has got another... and Baby Boy's gone off now. Is that another safety car? Right. We've got another safety car. Baby Boy's gone off right there. Which I believe was, turn 10 and turn 11? And the pack will now get... will anyone go into the pits for fresh softs? I mean, they're all close together, so it is going to be Zeno who goes in for fresh softs. But that'll give Elite Risk another chance to catch up. Maybe he'll put some softs on. Zeno gets a 5 seconds of speed in the pits. Let's have a quick look at penalty, shall we? 3 for Ogween, 3 for Meadow, 3 for Ryan Krigmet, 6 for Simba, 11 for Zeno, 6 for Punny, and 6 for Elite Risk. So, yeah. It's going to be an interesting finishing. Right, so can Ogween... I mean, he's the winner here because his battery can now get reset to 0. Well, set to 100, I should say, sorry. He will be able to recharge that. And will he attack Benster? Will he try and attack Benster and pull away before DRS is enabled? He needs to do something because, as we mentioned, I'll play it again here while we got the safety car out. The gap is 8 points currently from Benster to Ogween. 8 points the gap. 8 points is the gap between those two. So Ogween is going to have to do something. As hello. I see had some contact with Zach somehow under the safety car. Right, has anyone got fresh softs? I think it was just Zeno and Elite Risk as well. But Elite Risk has got those 6 seconds, so he's going to have to pull off some kind of miracle if he wants to get in those points. He's only 1, 2, 3. He's only got to overtake 4 cars to get in the points. But yeah, Rick's not having the best time tonight, is he? So I think this will be the last lap the safety car is out. And of course, Elite Rest will now be able to catch up. And everyone will be close together. All Green is the one to watch out for. His battery back to 100%, as is everyone else's. We saw how early Benson went last time, didn't we? You almost tripped the field. Because I was going to say, the start finish actual line is, you know, you can see it there. It's 2 thirds down the straight. That's a long way, but Benster was probably did whatever no one expected him to do. As there you go. Safety car is in. We will get free racing laps. There will be no more safety cars or VSCs. It's free racing laps to the end. So we've got Ogween and Medal both on penalties. Benson will be wary of that. So if Ogween does get ahead, I don't think Benson would mind as long as he can stay within those 3 seconds now. He's gone early again, hasn't he? He has. But now Benson can use that battery. But look at that, here comes Ogween. Look at the straight line speed of Ogween straight away then. Ooh, was he ahead of part of the line? I'm not too sure, you know. I think he was because he's let Benson back past. I think he realised his mistake. And now Benson can control, and look at the speed out of the apex there from Ogween. Whoa, my days. We haven't seen that time. That's the first time we've seen that. That was absolutely amazing from Ogween. I'll tell you what, I did not expect to see that. But that means the track is very rubbered in. We've got a lot of rubber down. Blonde has overtaken Medal. So Medal's down to P4. As it stands, Ogween will go down to P3 at the moment. Although I haven't said that, let's do gap to leader because we'll be able to see the penalties. Because look at that. Right now, all the way down to P7 are inside 3 seconds. So Ogween could tumble down the order here. He needs to get a move on. He's already got a second to Benson, so he's got a second. He is absolutely draining everything he's got. Look at that. The battery is already down to 25%. He's used 3/4 of it already. He's got the gap. He's got the DRS gap anyway. Oh. Right. And everyone else is still within that second as Mr. Worldwide lets his teammate go. Just the 3 more cars then for Elite Rest to maintain that point streak. And look at that. Benson has got the gap back under. Well, back close to a second. Ogween has maybe picked too soon. Of course, Ogween's tyres are that little bit fresher as well, don't forget. Only a lap, but on a track like this, every lap counts. Spencer can sense the victory here. He just needs to keep it within those white lines. And Benson looking for his 3rd win of the season, and actually 6 races in a row on the podium in this season anyway. Absolutely mega stuff from the Alfa Romeo driver and team principal. And Zeno gets another time track extension penalty. So then, this will be the last lap of the race. DRS will be enabled, but there will be likely no overtaken. So it's just a question of who will stay within the 3 seconds. Right now, Aurelian in P6 is the last person in the 3 seconds. Can he keep inside the 3 seconds? Because that will be a double boost to the Alfa Romeo team for their constructors fight with Williams. Williams is currently joint at the top, isn't it? We've got a yellow flag and it's Zeno. So look at that then. 1 place left for Elite Risk. Can he do it? Can he do it? He's got half a lap remaining. But as much as I want to stay on Elite Risk, we've got to stay on this battle to see where people will filter in. Obviously, Medal's got a penalty, as is Aurelian. Zach might filter up a bit more. If he can get a move on, he might be in for a good position here, possibly P4. But we're nearing the end now. We are the final couple of corners here in Qatar. It's been a decent race despite limited overtaking opportunities. Round the final corner then for the final time, and Ogwin will cross the line in first place. He will of course be demoted, and it looks like the Ferrari Krigmick is ahead of Aurelian. And now here we go then. Wow, so Ogwin down to P4. Oh, well. That's the driver of the day, Krigmet, who got Aurelian on the line there, didn't he? So, here we go then. The official race order. Well, before that, we have to get to the podium celebrations. Benza, I should congratulate Benza, shouldn't I? Great drive from Benza once again. His 6th podium in a row for this season. Second, first, third. First, third, and now first again. Blonde with a great drive as well, nice and patient. And McDermott picking up a last minute podium. There we go then. So here is your race order for the Losail Grand Prix. Benza takes the win then, with Blonde and McDermott joining him on the podium places. Ogwin down to P4 despite crossing the line in P1, with Zach in P5. Medal down to P6 after fighting for the league for so long. Krigmet up into P7 after overtaking Aurelian pretty much on the line. Mr. Worldwide will finish P9 with Simba picking up the last point, which does indeed then end Elite Risk's point scoring streak. Punny goes P11, Elite Risk 12. We've got ICMP 13, Zeno, the last of the runners, and then Baby Boy, Turner, and Lenny, the DNFers. Okay then, folks. That wraps up another exciting evening of 7GR Racing. Definitely a different circuit to commentate on, given the kind of a lack of overtaking opportunities. But there we go. If you enjoyed tonight, make sure you join us tomorrow and Thursday at the same time as we go in with the Jesus Christ, as we continue the Losail adventure with Tier 2 and Tier 3. If you can't make tomorrow or Thursday, make sure you join us once again next Tuesday as we head to Catalonia for the Spanish Grand Prix for round 7, where we could see a shake up of teams. Obviously, round 6 is now over, which means team principals can shake up their teams if they have a valid reason to. And so, with that being said, guys, thank you guys very much for watching. It's been a pleasure as always. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now. The battle of the late breakers, and Elite Risk gets it.
Got late break, Money Warrior's not going to give us up without a good fight.
Oh dear me. Oh, and look at that. Pegdoniac and Charlie going at it. And go on. Side by side in the last corner, who's going to get the better traction? Race on the better line. It's going to be a drag race to the finishing line.